So, Vijay, excited?
Yeah, but your release is even before mine.
1 week apart.
Yeah, but it's good to see you in Hyderabad.
I love that we're randomly here and we're
Yeah.
both promoting our own films.
True.
I walked past that door, I was like, that's a Kushi poster, something happening. I think you had the same experience.
Yeah, I was coming, I saw King of Kotha poster and I was like, oh, maybe there was an audio launch yesterday and I told Dulquer is here. But I was just, while we were waiting for it to be set up, I was thinking of when I know you, like from where do I know Dulquer, first of all.
Yeah.
I remember introducing you on stage
For
for
Mahanati.
Mahanati.
Yeah. Which is still played, huh?
Which
Even
is- it's there, that
what
video
you
clip,
said
huh?
that day is still used in most of my sort of video montages.
Really, I don't even remember. I hope
Nothing,
I did
just
a
you
good
just said
job.
it with flair. But the way you said it, I think it's become something very dear to everybody. And I think people love the fact that we have this great bond off screen.
Yeah.
And we're like normal guys hanging out as friends. Even I think yesterday's montage also had it, I think.
But on stage,
On stage,
yesterday.
yeah.
And since I introduced you, you already did Mahanati, and then you did one more hit film called 𝐦𝐨𝐫𝐞. Like, now you're promoting your third. Any other films came that I missed?
In between, I think there was Chup. I have Guns and Gulabs also coming out. That's also 1 week apart. 18th is that, 24th is this, 1st is you.
You're a busy boy. You're like working. I feel lazy.
And the past year I've only done one film, and that's bothering me. I'm like,
But you have so many releases. These are short. Like King of Kotha was short.
shot
over-
from last year, end of September. So I'm like done with releases for the year, which is stressful for me. I like 3-4 releases a year. It's like, I think it's better for my mental health. I'm like
3-4 releases.
because it balances it out. If
Okay.
one thing doesn't work, there's another thing coming. You know, this I feel like all your eggs are in one basket.
True.
So I find that stressful.
I'm the all eggs in one basket kind.
Kind of guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Maybe
that's
I
also
should-
good, no? Like, I think there's so much anticipation for your releases, and that also works.
Probably. I'll see.
But I think we all operate differently.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. But yeah.
But also, I think the Malayalam culture has always been there. Right?
True.
Like everybody there is doing 5-6 movies. So even when, like, my Malayalam releases have been 2 years apart, and people are all complaining, they're like, this is too long away. You can't delay it so much. It's going to affect your career.
What nonsense.
My dad says things. He's like, if you're planning only one film a year, you can't come back to my house. Because he's done like, in the time I did this one film, I think he did 5 or something, 4 or 5.
But like I saw King of Kotha trailer and it looks so amazing and it looks huge and I wonder like in how many days do you guys manage to shoot?
This was a long film. This was a good 7-8 months. I think 110-120 days. So for Malayalam, that's unheard of. Like you don't spend so much time in
100 and?
110 plus,
I shot
118.
I shot a love story for 100 days. And I don't know why my movies are taking so long. We're doing something wrong.
But it's looking so good. And also, Kushi is, I think, set in many places. You know, the trailer. So when the
Just
first
some
song
parts
dropped,
in Kashmir and the rest
here,
yeah.
I thought there's like a Chennai portion or something. No.
No.
Okay. So when I first saw,
bit in Kerala, correct.
something is there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
So when I first saw the song, I mean, Hisham is one of our own.
Yes.
Loved the album, loved the song. I was saying so when the first song dropped.
Yeah.
I was excited. I think this is Hisham's first
Telugu film.
no? And that song just blew up. Right? It was like everywhere.
True.
But I saw the visuals. I was like, oh, maybe this movie is fully set in Kashmir. And then I saw the trailer, and I'm like, wait, it's everywhere. And I could sense that you are taking time to shoot because it looks like there's many locations and a lot of setups and stuff.
No, I think we were just slow. Man. I don't know. I don't think I can.
Okay.
I can
So-
blame it
so
on
it's not the
location.
script.
Yeah, you guys have just done a better job in executing.
But let's just say we're both being criticized for taking so long to make our respective movies.
True. Yeah. But I hope like King of Kotha does like you're coming from a love story.
And
After a love
you're
story.
coming from an action film into a love story.
I hope your action film goes better than mine. It better.
I hope your love story blows up like mine.
Yeah.
You know, I hope it's everywhere and you and Sam, I'm so fond of both of you. I think Mahanati was my first Telugu outing and you both came and supported that film. When you're both like bona fide stars, you don't have to come and do that role per
I
se.
keep forgetting that. I think we do interviews and me and Sam keep talking about how this is the first time we are doing, and then somebody says, "But you did Mahanati," and then we look at each other like, "Oh yeah, correct, you did Mahanati." I don't even remember. I know me and Sam spoke a lot and stuff, but I just don't. neither does she. I don't remember her as my co-star or someone
Also,
else
you both
paired
don't
with.
look like you did in that.
Yeah,
In
true, no?
Mahanati, in this film. You look
I look very
completely different and more in today's period. But it's a terrific combination. I'm so excited about the pairing. I think not just me, all the audiences. Great album. And it is not that love story that ends on the wedding day, right?
No.
It kind of starts from there almost.
Yeah, it's like the midpoint kind of.
And then there's that whole life post-marriage. And so I found that very interesting. Because I couldn't predict the film from the first song. So when the trailer started, I was like, okay, maybe it's about them ending up together. So I like that it was going beyond that. That I think is not usually explored.
Yeah.
Not in this length. No? It's either
it's a post
post-marriage
or
pre.
pre-marriage.
Yeah. So this is a nice mid zone. I think.
Yeah. And when I was doing the interviews for Kushi, I just realized I look at it as like a story that I'm telling and stuff. And I did a recent national press, and I realized that 40-50% of the questions that came to me were regarding my marriage or my opinions of marriage. And suddenly I realized, oh, okay, this is a big marriage thing. When you do King of Kotha, what do you get asked about? Are you getting asked about?
It's mostly about how they like me as Ram, and I'm clean shaven, I'm sweet looking, and they're like, now you've gone all gangster and rustic and raw, and why? And I'm like, exactly why. You know, like, I want to keep surprising you, and I'm like, if people think I'm comfortable in one zone, I want to get out of there. And I think that's the only way to keep this interesting for us and for them.
Correct,
right?
correct.
But it's fun, as in, I love to live these different people. Because I can't be this guy. As in
life.
He's very impulsive and very loud. His anger is very loud, and I'm not that guy. Like, half the time, if I have to show anger on screen, I'm like, does anger as an expression show on my face? Because I seem to have lived.
No, but I remember, like, even before I became an actor, I was really fond of you, and I used to watch from Malayalam most of your films. And I remember that film with Pallavi.
Kali.
Very
So that movie also,
pissed.
so I was so scared. I was like, I'm going to ask the director, I'm like, sir, do I look angry? Is it showing on my face? Because I'm like, I'm really feeling anger, but like some of us have, I think, we're all blessed with whatever faces God has given us, and sometimes some emotions are heightened with our faces, and some are not.
True.
And I have to really dig deep and get it out there. And this guy is loud. Like he's not just like looking angry. He's also reacting very angry. So all that I think was fun to do. But action is tough. Beautiful boxing film.
Yeah,
right? Like a fighting
I'm
film.
enjoying action.
Yeah, so I saw a full sort of changeover. Where you seem to be enjoying that. I think like it was showing in your body language and everything. And I think that's nice. From where you started to where you're going. So I love seeing everybody's journey. I'm always like, so especially in these video montages, again I keep coming back to that. So much of our beginnings are there. Like so yesterday there was me, there was Rana and Nani, and they showed our first few films, and we look like freaking kids. Yeah, we look like children.
Yeah.
And you can see that journey, even though we've only been here some 10, 12 years, whatever.
Yeah.
So in the same way, like, I've always tracked your work, and I've always been rooting for you, and we have this bond that needs no explanation or has no explanation. I think we just connected instantly. Or maybe we have similar kind of taste in movies or whatever. But I'm so proud of you. So every time they ask me questions, I'm like, your name will come up at some point. So every time your name comes up, I'm like, my guy, my bro, I'll have some 10 things to say about you. But yeah, so it's very personal for me. Like I'm always, if you're fighting, I'm on your side.
Yeah, I hope like this, I think in 10 days there's King of Kotha, and in 7 plus 10, 17. In 17 there is Kushi, so I hope like it's like a mad
No, but generally it's been a good time for cinema.
Yeah, it is. Recently
so
it's
I'm
been
like,
great.
If that's a wave, I hope we can just ride that wave. We'll catch that wave and keep riding it. But I mean, every movie, we all put in so much effort, and like I want everything to work.
And everything is looking really good.
Yeah.
Like,
no, I think everyone's pushing themselves. Like, I think that COVID and post-COVID and OTT and all this stuff is happening. People are understanding that like it has to be a theatrical experience. We have to bring them to the theaters. We have to entertain them. It has to be paisa vasool for their ticket. So I'm seeing that shift. I think everybody's thinking like that now. It's a good time.
Is King of Kotha a sequelable film?
Yeah, possible.
I think like if you, uh, I think it'll be fun when two characters meet. Like when I have a character
From two worlds.
Yeah,
Yeah,
when I
that'll
have,
be cool.
Like for example, my film with Gautam Tinnuri, it is set in the gangster world.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
This will be fun.
So if I think that's like very exciting. It either has to be a great director that we both love and want to
Right.
be with.
Right.
It either has to be that, or it has to be two characters that have done really well in cinema and that we enjoyed, and bringing those two characters
Into the same
together
world.
into a world.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that'll be fun. And yeah, if I'm if I would do a multi-star, Dulquer is definitely one I would
Same,
love to work
same.
with. Yeah.
I think we'll just have fun doing it.
Yeah.
You know, it won't be
It'll be
us,
chill.
us as stars and fighting for
Yeah.
screen space. It'll just be us having fun. Like,
Yeah,
that'll
chill.
be chill.
Yeah, I think like what he was saying. I think India is still. We've just started exploring India for the first time. So I think just first Indian cinema needs to happen fully. Like every film right now, this is the first time that lots of us are taking cinema across languages and making that effort to production wise, post production wise, promotion wise. Is the first time we've taken this step.
Like
So,
even something as simple as songs.
yeah,
We're doing a
releasing it
proper
in-
translation.
yeah.
Like it's not you're not just subletting it to somebody.
And it's not a easy
No,
task
not
at
at all,
all.
not at
I
all.
think songs are the most intimidating.
Yeah, so when
of
you
all.
translate that into each language, and if you put an effort, it shows.
Yeah.
And then if it seems local to everyone, and I love that irrespective of genre, we're all trying to make these films travel, right? Like,
True.
Kushi is a love story,
Yeah.
a marriage story, and you're still doing it across so many languages.
Yeah.
And this is a gangster drama. And I think all of us making films everywhere and trying to reach as many languages as possible is just going to bring our cinemas together. You know, I think people everywhere are watching everything. I think that's really lovely to see.
Yeah, I think right now it still feels like we're all making steps to promote our film, and when you go, you're still asked questions like you're bringing South cinema here. I'm waiting for the day this becomes the norm.
The norm,
Right now
yeah.
it's small steps and efforts, but someday it has to eventually become the norm, and you know that a film is coming and you can all your favorite actors, and irrespective of language
industry and
you
language,
go
yeah.
watch them. And then I'm sure international, it is an eventuality that Indian actors and Indian cinema, the international cinema will start tapping into Indian actors and Indian cinema.
We're just hard to ignore. I think.
Yeah, hard to ignore just by population, market size. On a very practical, non-creative level also, you can't ignore India. It's a time in history where you can't ignore India. So that's going to open up eventually. And we are lucky to find ourselves in a great time.
No, exactly. I'm like, what a time for us to be actors when all these wonderful changes and transitions are happening. In just the 12 years I've been an actor, from that first so many years to seeing this first little exchange into other languages, then you see the big tentpole, Telugu films like breaking all barriers. And we've all witnessed this in the time of our careers, not even a lifetime. It's just been a decade. So I think we're truly blessed to be here, because a lot of it in life is about luck, like being at the right place at the right time. And I think we're all blessed to be here doing this at this time. And those of us who have those desires and goals to do world cinema, I'm all for it. But I'm still not done in India. I think I have so much to explore here, and I'm enjoying this so much. But it's a good time for that. I think everywhere, like Alia's done Heart of Stone, and so I think everywhere now this representation is becoming more democratic. Only love to VD and Sam and the entire team of Kushi. Like I said, somewhere anything you do is a little personal to me. I'll always wish you guys the best. Same goes with Sam. I've only sort of worked with her I think in an ad and then a little bit in Mahanati. We had like one scene or something. But I think I'm so fond of you both as people and as just your careers, like what you've made of it, where you started and where you guys are at today. So this coming together of both of you powerhouses of talent is great, and you both look great on screen. Love the music. I think it's a fun film. and I think it's something for the families. Like, you know, everybody will wanna kind of come together and watch it. There is something in it for everyone, from like college kids to married couples to parents to grown-ups and everything. So it's a full-on package. So you guys are gonna kill it.
Thank you, DQ. And I've been watching his films even before I became an actor, and used to watch them on laptops with torrents because Malayalam cinema, you need to get it with subtitles and stuff. And King of Kotha is something that is a trailer that I loved, and I was impressed, and I was asking him how did a first-timer make a film like this, and it's also produced by DQ, so I really wanted to blow up and be all over this August 24th. I hope it's like a massive, massive success, and I hope all of us are just smiling and happy and celebrating this year.
Yes. So that was VD and me, VD and DQ, Kushi 𝐸𝐸𝐿 collab. My Kushi's moment was the day my daughter was born. And my king moment is what? I think king moments are when any film that we do on release day, or when you see the final product, far exceeds what we saw of it. It makes me very emotional because I'm like, this is how I see the film. And sometimes directors take it there. That's the king moment.
My Kushi moment, happy only generally. I'm a generically happy guy.
Yeah, sort of standard emotion is happiness.
Yeah.
It's Kushi.
Yeah, normally Kushi with most things. I think like my King of Kotha moment is just making it happen, like making things that I want happen, being able to say it and make it happen. And every time I sit, like just yesterday I was sitting over dinner with my mom, and she was talking about something. She was fighting with my dad, like in Kushi. They were both arguing over something sillily, and then she was talking about how she's proud of her kids. Oh no, so she was telling my dad was complaining something about her.
Right.
And she was like, I gave you these 2 kids. So my younger brother had like a blockbuster. Sometime. She was like, I gave you these 2 kids. You shouldn't be complaining. And then she was talking about how when we were younger and we were in school, about how tough life was, and me and my brother were both in boarding school, so we would keep writing letters as to what's happening, is there something interesting happening, is there something big happening, and she would be like, because you were in a hostel, we could make up stories. Right. So they would write like, this time when you come, you'll have a TV, this time when you come, there'll be a scooter, or there'll be a new cricket kit. So they would write, and we would come to nothing. But like it gave us the space to do that. And so when I listen to these stories and I remember, I forget them because you're caught up in this bubble of running and doing things every day. But when I sit and reminisce, I think that's my king moment, where you're like, when you hit it from there, it's really
how far you've come.
Yeah, it feels great, and it's amazing to just reminisce. And I see how emotional my mom and dad get about it. So these are.
I think just that gratitude.
That's like that's good stuff. That's it from me and Dulquer. See you in the theaters August 24th and September 1st. Save some money and come spend it on the film.
Catch
You'll be
both
entertained.
in cinemas.
Bye-bye.
Awesome, Chief.